We're live. Hey.
Hi-yo, Silver, away. Tequila.
Wow. Silver tequila. Wow.
Hey, you know what it is. Savage AF, man. Forget your feelings. Facts matter.
You know
I'm
what?
Black Pedro.
Patootie to your feelings, because we can't use certain profanities initially in the show.
Farfik Nugan on your feelings.
Yeah. Flick a flack and the flacka flack to you. This is Savage AF. We are here 3 p.m. to 4 p.m. Pacific Standard Time weekly. So make sure you tell your friends about our shows. And I am comedian Shang, and that is.
I'm Black Pedro, guys.
Black Pedro. All right, cool.
We're here for you guys live Monday through Friday, 3 p.m. Pacific Standard Time on YouTube and Facebook at the same damn time. If you ever miss us live, you're an alcoholic, bro. Like you just said, your life is fucked up and you're not functioning.
Yeah, you know what?
Get clean
and get your life right.
And get to our YouTube page, which is scrolling across the bottom of the screen.
It's
youtube.com/c/SavageAFWorld, all one word. Get there.
And yeah, this is for a lot of the new people. We know we got our regulars, but yo, when you go to the YouTube page, if you don't click that little bell, all right, you will get teabagged by a hobo while you sleep. And I mean it. So
right in your mouth.
Right in your mouth. Ring the bell, get the shit done, give us the thumbs up. Ready? And tell your friends, share it with your friends. We're gonna
friends.
Right. Shout out to before we jump into the show, shout out again to the Ontario Improv and everybody came out to the Ontario Empire, Ontario, California, for coming out and making it a very successful show. Also, shout out to Laugh Factory Long Beach. Long Beach, Long Beach, California. Fantastic crowd, fantastic show this past weekend. So that's how we do.
I just went down there to like politic and like hang out. And they gave me a spot.
Ended up getting up on stage.
We ripped that bitch open.
Yeah. We definitely circumcised that monkey.
Damage, you know what I'm saying?
Nazi Islam in the building. Assalamu alaikum.
We also have Breezy JJ's Carolina boss. RVA Gourmet is in the house. Love you, girl. What's up, Maya Baker? Ev Gatlin, always got the guns on her. Damani Jones doing it. Peace unto ye. MJ is here, man. We love it, y'all. Check this out. You can also, we mentioned the YouTube, but some of y'all are, Zucker fuckers. You're Facebookers, and we're there too. Savage A.F. is our page on the Meta Facebook world place.
It's our page, and some people watch the show through the page. Yeah. And I'm going to be sharing a lot of the link to other platforms and all other shows. So make sure y'all check that out. Also, there's one little more detail, then we're going to jump right into the show and we're going to talk some shit. Because we're past the moment. No, we ain't there yet. God damn it. I said shit, but you say shit because I seen shit on regular shit. So I don't think shit's going to get us in trouble.
They're saying fuck on CNN nowadays just by covering politics. Just off of January 6th, they're like, and then he said, I don't give a fuck.
All right, but you know what? What we do give a fuck about is making sure you follow us on the Instagram. If you follow us on the Instagram, you'll be a good person.
Do damage on the grammage.
Bam. At Black Pedro and follow at Comedian Shang. All right, we got all that out the way. Wow.
MJ asked what I'm drinking. That 100% agave silver tequila. I'm not gonna give out the brand name because they ain't paying.
They ain't give. If they've sponsored us, we'd be like every day.
I'd be like, hi, my name is Tequila Man.
Hey.
But that being said, Let's get into it, y'all. Let's talk
We're
about
gonna
some
do the
things
rundown
today.
on the run up on the
Run
rundown,
up on your ass.
and now that wait, is it 5 minutes? And for you motherfuckers that don't share our goddamn
Yeah.
page, I
Hit 'em
swear
at
to God,
5:05.
I'm gonna look at my hand. Look at my hand. I'm gonna smack you this way, and then when you go that direction, smack you this way.
That's called the typewriter.
Yeah, you don't want that, you know. Oh, Carolina boss already coming out hot. You mean Al Gore algorithm?
Yeah, and you know what it is. You know what it is. Al Gore's rhythm will fuck you up. All right, man. We're gonna end today's show with the Shangri. It is Monday, July 25th, 2022, in this time space continuum. In this dimension. We're gonna end with the Shangri. Simple question.
Simple.
Why are Dems so yogurty?
Why are they
so damn yogurty? All right, before we get into that though, Black Pedro popping today. There's no place like homeless. There's no place like homeless.
That's so cold-blooded. Cold-blooded.
Cold blood unity. Let's talk about it. But before we get into that, we have another very simple question that we ask almost on the daily. Motherfuckers say what?
What?
Pope Francis is apologizing for Christian Dick-Headedness. Is that enough? Let's talk about it.
Stupidity and delusion.
But before we get into that, y'all, again, it's Monday, July 25th, 2022. In the time-space continuum, Black Pedro, comedian Shang, fuck your feelings, facts matter. But what if you're wrong?
Yeah.
You ever thought about that, Dems? What if you're wrong? Currently, Dems seem to be employing a strategy. Oh, I forgot a colon in this motherfucker. But currently, Dems are employing a strategy where it seems like they are betting that they can beat Trumpers in a primary or general election. So they've been backing Trumper candidates in primaries, trying to tank more traditional Republicans because they believe they can beat it. One example is from my home state, Representative Peter Meyer. Okay, Meyer is a big name in Michigan. Rich family. He's one of those Republicans in the House that actually voted to impeach Donald Trump, right? So as much as we all fucking hate Republican conservative fuck shit, you know,
right,
policies and strategies,
as much as we don't support the big lie.
But you got to admit, I mean, you know, like at least this was one of the sensible Republicans that, you know, you feel like if we're going to have traditional politics, you can deal with. They're trying to box him out and get this, you know, a Trumpty Dumpty candidate into the primary because Democrats believe they can beat him more easily.
And they're backing him with money.
My question is, what if you're wrong and the Trumper beats the Meyer and the Meyer beats your Democrat, and now you've got a Trumper in office? And what if this happens in multiple places?
And this is the wild shit in Pennsylvania. They dropped $3 million helping this motherfucking. But I get their strategy by putting the nutty buddies, the fruitcakes.
You're like, oh no, I could beat that.
I could beat this loon, this fucking. I can beat this dodo bird right here, but I never put nothing past the stupidity of Americans, and I never put nothing past the fake patriotic bullshit of the cunts I call the percentage of white people that follow Trump and follow our racist, bigots, xenophobic cunt sandwiches. And you know what? The cunt sandwiches and the mayonnaise that they use is basically their skin. I just feel like we know what's going on, and if these Democrats do this shit and they lose, it's like oh shit. Black people gonna be fucked. We're gonna be fucked.
Maya Baker says chess versus checkers. RVA Gourmet says they are trying to take over local, state, and national politics. Now, we know that Republicans have been trying to take over local, state, and national, and I assume that's what RVA means. I don't know if this is the Democratic strategy that they believe that putting up more Trump candidates would make it easier for them to maintain and take over. But so far what we've seen is kind of I don't want to say quite 50-50, but it seems like a toss-up between in these places that have had primaries already between Trumpty Dumpty candidates and non-Trumpty Dumpty candidates. There doesn't seem to be a rhyme or reason. I don't think either side can really claim that, oh yeah, the Republican Party is all about Trump candidates, or no, we're not. It's kind of in this gray limbo area. So this seems to me to be a sort of risky toss-up. It's like,
very risky toss-up.
Do you want to deal with? And I get it. You know, maybe then you lose seats to more traditional Republicans. But you also have the chance of losing those same seats to fascists, like straight up Nazis.
Straight up Nazis. And Carolina Boss says maybe the Dems can beat them, but who do they have? No one knows. No one will ever know. No, but I know, you know what? I think the Democrats, it's a strategy I kind of get, but I'm always like, you'll never know. And then the shit go left and like, oh my God. Oh God. That's my Chris Farley. Oh God. Everything I do acting wise is yelling. Oh, I know I'm dead right now. I'm sorry.
So RVA was saying, for clarification, she was saying that taking over state, local, and federal politics is the GOP strategy, right? Which we've actually known for decades now.
Like they've been trying to do that. They want to cheat. The cheaters, and their mamas are cheaters. The mamas cheated on their dads, and their dads cheated on their mom. Their whole family are cheaters. Okay, they can't win fairly, and they know that because the Democrats and the independents have seen their insanity. It's insane. Or just like prices.
JRANYC, what up with you, man? Says independent party is a must. Forget the two gangs in charge.
Hey, what you say? Two gangs in charge? What you say?
Hey, let me hear you say it. I'm in charge.
I'm in charge.
Say it. I'm in charge.
I'm a boss. All right, listen, man. I know what you're saying, but the bottom line is, it's one of those things you can't put it past the American public because they've already elected. They elected Trump. Now, it was some corrupt shit, but they still elected Trump. Okay? And that's why I say it's too risky. Put that money behind Democrats. Just, show what they really are about. Show these motherfuckers are voting against everything that's popular. Abortion, Roe versus Wade. It's almost 70% now. It was 60. I thought it was 69. It's 70% now. The general public is not like, hey, no, fuck that. We want that. 70%. No, I forget. Oh, it's 62%. I'm making sure I get my shit right so y'all don't check me. Pertaining to interracial relationships and marriage. What's the other thing? Gay marriage. They were talking about that. I think it was Clarence Coon Thomas that was talking about, well, maybe we should revisit that and take that off the boards. And do you know, if these gay people they're out there and the transgender can get mad about some of the other things, you should be mad about this. And when you go to the polls, remember this shit, because they was going to try to overturn that shit. And that was Republicans.
Miss Adverb says Trump was a mail order president. We got Trump off Wish, which for those who don't know is like you order from Wish if you don't want what you're ordering.
Yeah.
If you want a new jacket and instead you get a shoehorn, that's what Wish is.
I wish I didn't have this, is what they said.
Nigga, I one time I ordered an electric bicycle off of Wish, and them niggas sent me a stand for my iPad. And I tried to contact this Chinese entity, and that shit did not. I have not been able to ride that iPad stand yet. But somebody somewhere is charging my bike.
Let me see.
So fuck them.
But came out to.
So this is in response. So I saw earlier RVA Gourmet was saying that Vice President Harris is in her town, Richmond, Virginia, talking about reproductive rights, and then RVA was like, she's way late. Miss Adverb co-sign on this. See, Shang, I'll be following these these conversations here in the because there be whole things going down. But what RVA Miss Adverb was like, yeah, she's hella late.
Miss Adverb don't matter if Kamala cured cancer and fixed baby birds' wings with popsicle sticks around the world. He still would say Kamala's a piece of shit.
But RVA Gourmet is making a point here. Yeah, I'm like, yo ass is hella late, meaning Vice President Kamala Harris. Weren't you on the Senate Judiciary Committee and let these fools on SCOTUS, who you knew were going, sorry.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Who you knew, yeah, I'm sorry. I lost that quote. There we go. Hold on. She said, weren't you on the Senate Judiciary Committee and let these fools on SCOTUS, who you knew were going to overturn Roe? Now, I don't know, RVA, if she voted to confirm Kavanaugh, Gorsuch, or was she or ACB? But I mean, you can't put the whole confirmation.
You can't put it on her,
on Kamala, but I think that this has been a long time coming for the party wide, for Democrats wide, that what moves the Republicans are making. You see them doing it.
You see them cheating.
And Democrats just cannot unify in the way the Republicans do.
And you
around you have your Manchinimas.
But Garland, what's his name? The AG, Mr.
Merrick.
Rogers, Merrick, whatever the fuck. And what's the fuck is a Merrick? The bottom line is, I wouldn't want him in the Supreme Court because he probably would just sit there for 6 months and let cases go by because he wouldn't say nothing. Just like he's not
being a judge. I think being a judge would have been better for him.
Yeah, because he definitely ain't no AG. That motherfucker's a bitch.
To be a cop, he ain't kicking indoors.
They said on MSNBC, they said that the committee should say, nah, fuck that. You better indict this bitch with all the shit we found. Okay? We found some video of him and R. Kelly in a brothel with a bunch of 12-year-old girls. And you still don't want to press no charges? They don't. They're just, they make my ass itch. I can't stand Merrick Garland. It's too much shit. You've seen it. Everybody on the feed, if you've seen the January 6th Commission, they had them at hello. They were killing them
right now
from the first fucking one to the last. And there's going to be more in September. They're calling Coon Tastic's wife. And they said if she don't come in, they're going to subpoena that rotund forehead bitch. Jenny, a.k.a. Get Out.
Miss Jenny. Let me defend myself for a minute. RVA Gourmet says, now how was a dude from the D on Wish? Well, I was on the IG, the gram, and the bite came up and the price looked right.
And
I was like, this might be a thing, but let's just see. I got $70 to blow. The price sounded too good. I should have known. Fuck it. But now I know what Wish is. You know what I'm saying? Because you see the Wish advertisement, and it sounds good. It's like, I could get a whole backyard lawn furniture set
for $12.
Yeah,
exactly.
Where you get it for 12, nigga? I saw it for 13.
Yeah, and then so I'm just saying. I mean,
that shit happened to my mother. She ordered some furniture off of, and the Chinese never sent it to her. JRA NYC on a random, he says Eric Adams, who is the mayor of New York, is a social media influencer posing as the mayor. So all right, guys, but let's just, as we wrap this up, get back to our main topic here. This strategy that Dems seem to be employing is we'd rather run against a Trump-backed candidate than a traditional Republican. And I see the logic.
The logic completely.
But there is this horrible sort of nightmarish potential reality where many of, or even potentially all of these Trump candidates actually win. And then what are we dealing with? Because as much as we don't want to see Republicans back in power, what we definitely don't want to see is MAGA in power.
But MAGA, right now there's a dude running, and I'm scared because his name is like John Hitler Nigger Hangington. I don't know if you've heard about that candidate, but just
they've got a candidate named Nate Higgers. Have you heard of this guy?
Yeah, Nate
Higgers.
Hey, yeah, he got 43% of the fucking audience. What the hell's going on? But yeah, I mean, Niggerton is he's surgeon. He's pretty powerful, and I think his middle name should just really make Jewish people go, "Don't know if I want to vote for you." Hitler, but a lot of them are so beholden to Trump that they know that Trump got fucking audience.
RVA Gourmet says, Pedro, you need to invite your doppelganger to the show who is running against Marjorie Taylor Greene. You think I look like that dude? What's his name? Is it like
you don't.
Marcus Fowler, maybe, or something like that?
We'll find out in a minute.
I'm sure RVA Gourmet will let us know. But yeah, look, if you could punch it up, Shane, let me know.
I'm going to punch it up right now.
But I didn't think he was my straight up doppelganger.
No. What's he's running for?
He's running for her seat in out of Florida. Georgia. Sorry.
Yeah, Georgia. Let's see. Oh shit, you do. Oh my God!
I've seen him, but I never really.
I did.
It is Marcus something, all right.
Pedro, you are keeping secrets from our audience.
I gotta go, y'all. I'll be on the trail.
Nah, this nigga is you. Oh my God! I'm telling you,
you pulling it in.
I'm pulling it in.
All right, y'all, stand by. Let's see.
Now, look. By the way, we're pretty happy with the person that's running, and it's Black Pedro.
I do want to throw some money his way though. That nigga don't look like.
He looks just like you.
First of all, I might wear a picnic shirt like that, but you will never see me in no motherfucking cowboy hat.
Pedro's running for office, people. That is Pedro. When I pull
Wait, put it up again. Now tell me, y'all. I want to see it in the feed. Does that look like me? I want thumbs up or yeses, thumbs up emojis. Damani Jones says country Black Pedro.
Yep, that is Pedro. Oh my God.
He's a heavier version of me. All right, so
yeah.
I hit the drive-through a few more times. Breezy JJ says yes. All right, so I guess y'all see it. I don't know. JRA is putting it in Espanol. Sí, Pedro. Like, come on, man.
This is you, man.
No. See, this one, Old Town Pedro, and I hate that song, Old Town Road. So, all right, man. So, I'm marking. What did you get his last name? Is it Fowler?
Yeah.
What's his last? Is it Fowler?
Yeah.
Oh wow, sometimes I amaze myself with the information I retain. But all right, so I'm Black. What Maya Baker says, what's wrong with the Stetson? I'm from Detroit, babe.
Yeah,
that's what's wrong with it. Says niggas don't wear that.
Man, that is you, man. If
nigga's from Georgia, so he got
if you gain 10 pounds, nigga, that's you.
That's me at 190, nigga.
That is him. Oh my, wow. Pedro. No, that's not Pedro. But
winning.
Look at the audience. The audience was like,
everybody's like, nigga, that's you.
Yes, that's you.
Black Pedro for Georgia.
Yeah.
He said, JRA said, that's Pedro in Django Unchained as the Samuel L. Jackson role. Come on, man.
Why'd you give him
Django or one of the niggas?
Yeah, did you give him the coon role? Oh my. Who is that nigga on the name? That Black Pedro. No.
Miss Adverb says that's pregnancy weight. First of all, why are you bringing up? I should be able to eat whatever I want to. Bring me my White Castles.
You know what?
Enough from all my kids.
My
not
body,
just yours.
My body, my choice. You can't really use that with men. It doesn't really apply.
RVA Gourmet said I could be his body double. Not when he has double the body. See,
don't worry.
He's my body's double.
And now that I know Pedro, I'm going to put all my social media might and weight behind Pedro running for office. I want him to beat Marjorie Taylor Greene.
What if I put on a black Stetson and just raised money off of that nigga? Like, yeah, we running.
Yeah.
This black Marcus Fowler.
Man.
Or Spanish Marcus Fowler. I don't know.
Damn, you do look like him.
He looked like me.
No, yeah.
RVA Gourmet said they use fat suits in Hollywood. All right, so I'll spend 8 hours in makeup just to look like Marcus Fowler. But on the real, this is one of the guys you want out there. But all right, we'll move on. But we'll see if this Democratic strategy works.
I don't think it's going to work.
And whether Black Pedro Unchained can beat Marjorie Taylor Greene or anybody else.
I don't think
we shall see. As we float on. Shang's gonna renew his car warranty. Because that's the only
okay.
Calling landlines.
For y'all, I have a landline. I know that's old school. It's just my signal is garbage. My signal is Candace Owen trash. So that's why I have it. Okay, so I don't want nobody judging me. You know, it's not like I got a water wheel that I'm not that old school where I'm like
he's running hydroelectric power off of the fountain in his courtyard.
Yeah, I'm not doing none of that. Okay.
If you were Shang, all of us might be like,
motherfucker say what? Yeah. Motherfucker say what? Say yeah.
Wow. JRA MIC says RIV Paul Sorvino. Goodfellas, all of that shit, man. Great actor. But let's stay focused, y'all. Your motherfucker say what today? Pope Francis, in his native Spanish tongue, addressed Canada today, the whole nation. He went to Canada and apologized for what I call Christian dick-headedness or Christian colonization, just white people shit under the guise of religion. But just like in America, and I assume that after this announcement and apology that he's heading straight to America to do the same thing. But much like they did here in the United States.
He said, no, he's not.
Well, in Canada, they did what we did here, which is steal, kidnap, accost Native children from their homes and families and put them in boarding schools, Euro-Christian-centric boarding schools, cracker-fied schools, to purposely erase their history, language, and culture and Eurofy them or white them up, as we might say. This happened in America. This happened in Canada. Pope Francis today apologized to the indigenous population in Canada for these heinous acts, and apologized basically for Christians and Christianity.
Well, he apologized for some other people. There's a list. I'd like to read it for you guys. Thank you guys for even being here for me to read it to you. I'd like to apologize for R. Kelly. I'd like to apologize for Bill Cosby. That was the thing back in the day with the Quaaludes. He didn't know.
All these
I'd like to apologize to all the comics that lost to Gerard Carmichael for the special. I'd like to apologize that wasn't God's work. That was Satan's work that made that happen.
The devil made that happen.
The devil made that happen. Also, I'd like to apologize for all the white hobo hoes that want to live in Pedro's dwelling, and he rejected them. So, I mean, I think the Pope, and also he did also speak out for LBGQT people
plus,
yeah.
I just want to say
he spoke out for them too. So,
with his apologies, who gives a fuck? Bitch, write a check. Write checks to these people. These governments need to repair this situation monetarily as well as real estate wise. Okay, these people need their actual land back, not dry ass
stole
casino land. Okay,
yeah.
They need their fucking real land back, and that shit needs to be paid. Jones Beach just went back to the black family that owned it.
And it took 100 years almost.
Shit needs to go back.
Everything that you try to say that you're down for the Indians. I see these actors on the Oscars when they speak out for the Indians. But enough talk. Let's get some action. Let them get their actual fucking land back. And
JRA
you're going to hell for that.
He says Pope Francis and the pedophiles, which is apparently a new doo-wop group, will be performing many hits like "My Fingers Are Calling" and watching you at the kiddie pool.
There's another song called "I Don't See Nothing Wrong with Peeing on a Little Child."
There you go.
So
Carolina Boss says he'll never do that here. So you don't think he'll ever come here and apologize on behalf of Christians and Christianity for... Interestingly enough, too, I haven't heard anything like this from the Catholic Church about slavery.
Because it's not slavery. What are you talking about?
Pretty apologizable for.
Pedro, you're calling it the wrong thing. It's involuntary relocation. Change it.
My
It's
bad.
not slavery no more.
My bad.
You crafty white folks. But
you shifty.
Yeah, but the bottom line is
the
Pope has shown, this Pope at least, this Pope, even this.
JRA put out another song. Pre-K makes my day. Oh God.
But this Pope has shown more some backbone.
I'm atheist and I'm calling on the Lord on behalf of JRA.
Oh Lord.
God. Oh God.
Oh God, what are you doing? But I got to give props to this Pope. This Pope has spoke out on some things. One, the fact he spoke, positively pertaining to LGBTQT+. I don't know, a bunch of alphabet numbers and letters, and he also has spoken out against a lot of stuff that people feel like the conservatives feel like, well, that's not how we are, and he's like, yes, you fucking are. That is you.
He needs to do an exorcism on America, Maya Baker says. I think also Miss Adverb, with her little badass, has added to your list of apologies for Nick Cannon, Jada Pinkett, Azalea Banks, Queen Bee. Oh, shit. That's an inside joke there. Candace Owens and Justice Thomas.
Okay.
Now, you should not be calling him Justice Thomas. It should be just us. It's just me and Jenny. Fuck the world.
Everything else don't matter.
He's just us,
that motherfucker swallowed. He swallowed incompetence and right here, because all of the shit he do, you see it swell up in his face. He's just a horrible human being.
Carolina Boss says slavery had the Catholic Church blessing. Whip them, then throw holy water on them. And that shit stings. I don't care if it's holy or purified mineral salt water. And you throw water on a wound, that shit gonna sting.
That's gonna sting. But the bottom line is, that's why the church, that's why I give him props for coming out and speaking against it. But slavery, he should speak out against slavery. He should speak out against all of the land that was taken by white folks from black people. If you look at the Tulsa bombing, if you look at, there was actually black folks who were down in Florida that had their land like literally jacked. Tulsa took all their businesses, burned them out, ran them out of town, killed babies in the street. So talk about that, but they don't want to talk about that because it makes them look like the heinous people they are, or as Nazi would say, the white devils they are.
The colonizers.
Yeah.
But I think that it is important, this verbal public and not acknowledgement. I will say that it's like nowhere near enough, right? Like it's not really enough to fuck over an entire segment of the world, an entire cultural sector of the world, of human existence, erase their culture, and then, like you said, maybe 100 years later or so, be like,
right,
I'm sorry,
my bad, yo.
No, nigga, write a check. We're in that day and age now. Catholic Church, you got it.
They got loot. Chip off some of that gold that's on the fucking Vatican.
Melt that shit.
And give it to the bottom line is
write checks. Give it Canada. You owe indigenous people land. America, you owe indigenous people land back. Land. And whatever you built on it now, fuck it. You owe that.
I think that you're wrong, Pedro. Everybody I think you're wrong. I'm gonna tell you what. Okay.
Just crush my whole shit.
Hold up.
That was a tequila-induced passionate
an
outcry. And Shane's like,
these rednecks, is that what they're called? No, these redskins and these what are they called? The Apaches or whatever the fuck they are.
Engines.
The engines. Why would we give them their land back? All right. They're not even human.
They never even thought they owned it in the first place.
They didn't even speak English. you got to think about the mentality, the white privilege mentality.
White.
And I mean white, not spelled WIHITE, but whitey. White mentality of, well, I mean, we took your shit. That was a long time ago. Why you bitching? Why you complaining? It's like, it's always, why you complaining? I mean, because you took literally the wealth of a fucking nation. The American Indians' wealth would be much more substantial if you wouldn't have took all that shit. So I hope that I hope y'all all burn in hell. If there is a hell.
The reality is, like, I don't even know if the Native Americans had, or natives in what we call North America, had the concept of wealth like that, right? Like, they were in tune, much like our African ancestors, with the land and nature. They weren't about wealth, which comes from let's cut down all these trees, burn everything, and sell it for a thing that doesn't mean anything. Breezy JJ says an apology shouldn't be done in words. Actions need to follow. Amen. Carolina Boss says he, meaning Pope Francis, he keep bringing the truth out, and he's going to get a variant and pass early.
Breaking news. Breaking news. The Pope has been shot 15 times.
What are you saying? What do you say, Shang? The Pope in the shower slipped and fell on a bullet.
He fell on a bullet 14 times. No one saw anything. But let's go to the news. Skippy the Squirrelist. I mean, like, that's fine.
And Fox yes, it's called reparations, but
we're not gonna get reparations.
If you're gonna go out and publicly say, "Oh man, yeah, we fucked you over, and I'm sorry," the words ain't it, bruh.
Right? I can't eat words
because
when you're like, eat words, but
when you're like, when he says we're sorry, he means in full, to fully lay it out. He means we are sorry that we, as white European Christians, stole your children from your families, forced them to live in boarding schools where we indoctrinated. Okay, you CRT, you anti-CRT people who are so scared about your kids being indoctrinated.
Oh my goodness!
You indoctrinated Native children against their will and their families' will with your Eurocentric colonizer ideologies. And now 100-something years later, you want to be like, my bad, nigga, cut a check.
Yeah.
Or
you know what?
Or hand scores and score thousands of white children, hundreds of thousands, hand them over to us.
And let us indoctrinate
let us teach them. Yeah, like let us educate.
Just like hip hop indoctrinated a lot of your white kids. We're gonna use it that way.
No, I've decided right now, I am going to adopt children. They will be white, and they're gonna be the most niggerish white kids you've ever seen in your life. They're gonna be like, it's gonna be like I'm gonna get you sucker. And my little white son is gonna get up and be like, Abraham Lincoln was a white cracker who was shot by another white cracker. I'm telling you, dog. Every nigga, my white kids are gonna be off the hook.
They're not gonna be barely able to talk if it's up to me.
You ain't gonna give them no knowledge. Nothing. Just get out in the garden and pick my tomatoes.
Daddy, what is fire? Well, put your hand in and find out. Okay. I mean, I'm seriously, man. You look at some of the shit they did, it's crazy. People going hard in the feet. And you know what? That's fucked up. Nick Cannon. Don't say that about Nick Cannon. Okay.
Miss Adverb says, I'm looking at this wrong. Nick Cannon is trying to give us our kids back. I mean, he's definitely helping with the numbers.
He's definitely
like if do your part was a thing.
He got 11 kids. 11.
JRA NYC is just putting together a musical anthology for the Pope. He says more hits will be performed like pigtails and shorts. Bro, right. Get at them.
I want to let y'all know that the words expressed by the people in the feed are not the words of Savage AF, even though our minds correlate into the same possibility. And we don't also, I just want to make sure that everyone knows that we don't support the big lie. I am doing my Walter Cronkite. We don't support the big lie. I'm mad as hell and I'm not going to take it anymore.
This just in, the Pope does not grope. Well, we don't know that, but Anyways, let's really though, like, let's connect the dots like the January 6th committee is doing. If the Pope Francis is willing to go all the way to Canada, which is not near Italy,
Rome.
Well, actually, Vatican City is its own country.
Yeah.
So it's a country within the city of Rome, within the country of Italy.
And they can do whatever they want.
If the Vatican is willing to come all the way over to Canada and announce that, and basically go, my bad, you owe, nigga. Like, you owe, dog. It's
Get
like,
up off that money. Get up off that money right
it's
now.
like, man, one time as a kid, my mom dropped me off.
Oh, wait a minute.
Well, she didn't drop me off, but like my mother would give me and my sister snacks after school every day, And
You had a good mom.
Yeah, and we were good kids, so we deserve snacks.
Nah, that's you're pushing it a little bit with good kids.
I usually got like a honey bun or an apple pie. Hostess.
Yeah, your sister's not so much.
No, she was a piece of shit. When she turned 14, she was I don't know what the hormonal thing is, ladies, but my sister became a baby dragon from 14 to like 19. My sister, you'd be like, "Hey, how you doing?"
Yeah.
Like, all right, I'll be back.
No,
but my point is, one day my mom she pulled up to the store, sent me in to get the snacks, and I was a kid. Sometimes could be absent-minded, absent-minded professor. A lot of shit on my mind at 9. Trying to work it out. I went in and grabbed my snack, my sister's snack, and then I just walked out the store like
I knew you were a criminal.
A mind fart, right? And then like my mom, we got in the car. I got in the car, and my mom drove away, and we got like 2, 3, 4 blocks away from the store, and I was like, I realized I still had the money in my hand that my mom gave me. I was like, Mom, I didn't pay for these, right? And she was like, oh shit. So we looped back. I went back in with the snacks in hand and the money, and the dude saw my mom and saw the car, got in it, like he knew us, so he's like, whatever. It's why it wasn't a big deal. But the point is, we realized we had done that store wrong, and we went back and paid them motherfuckers what we owed them.
I like what you're saying. I like what you're saying. Hold up. I like.
Give us our hostess,
and that's
nigga.
why I think you should.
I want honey buns. I want white donuts. My sister liked the little white powdered donuts.
I know which one you're talking about.
And they were donuts, and then like scratch her head. She would look like Casper the Friendly Goat. Like she would be.
And you know what? Powder. Those donuts were made by the Klan. First off, I didn't know if you know that. And 2, that was such a nice, endearing story that I think he should use on the campaign trail. I think that Pedro should use this on the campaign trail. One time we gave the money back to a struggling store.
I'm the hostess with the mostest.
We gave the money back to, it was a struggling store, and going through it. And then we drove back 150 miles to give $3.25 because we build businesses, and small businesses are the backbone of our country. So I'm not stealing honey buns, you honey bun stealing motherfucker, you.
I called them money buns back in the day. I would steal them and sell them for twice the price.
Hey, get him! He's too
money buns, nigga.
But nobody said nothing to you, so you should have just shut the fuck up and kept it going.
Well, that's what Europeans did, right? They were like, well, nobody stopped us from raping.
So, we might as well keep.
But Breezy JJ's always tapped in. I appreciate you, baby. She says, once you apologize, you become accountable, and that's what I'm talking about. Is like this admission, this apology from the Pope is greater than that. It's not just, oh, okay, we are the world, we forgive your rape. Like, no, nigga. Like, but now you're admitting a whole other bunch of shit.
But Pedro, you're asking for shit that's just simply not going to happen. If you look at white people on a whole, I saw that.
No, Carolina boss, I didn't. Dog,
yes, you did.
Fourth grade was stressful for me.
Wow.
And
I don't even know how
working through some things.
Man, this crayon thing is really out of hand. What is stressful when you're in 4th grade? Man, these bitches is really all over my back. What?
Well, I mean, if we want to be real, my sister's father, my stepfather, was an asshole who was trying to crush me as a young man, and dealing with that nigga was rough. And by the time I was in 6th grade, I was getting bad grades, dog. And I'm a smart ass nigga. And that was the only year I struggled in school because that nigga was weighing on me. And that was the year my mother left that nigga. So it's also the year.
Good.
It's also the year he hit my mother. I've been wanting to kill him ever since. If he hadn't given birth to my sister, I probably would have.
Well, you know what? Now that we've announced possible murder,
I mean, he's like 80 now, so like
it doesn't matter, man.
I could kick him in the shin.
Okay, but
and
you
do
just,
as much damage.
by the way, I just want to let y'all know, so I'm not accountable. I don't know that nigga. If I don't get flagged, I don't know that nigga. I don't want to kill that nigga. That was Pedro. Pedro actually said it. Man, I want to kill that motherfucker. While he taking a drink, so he's intoxicated. I want to kill that motherfucker.
I had wanted to. I had been wanting to.
You're lucky the nigga 80. Or I'm fucking.
Hey man, on a sweeter note, Breezy JJ says, I have honey buns. I'm on my way, girl. I'll pay for them.
I like honey. No, I can't. I don't hate none of that. I ain't eat none of that now. This vegan thing is.
I mean, yeah, no, I get it. It's just the way I grew up.
Okay, wait a minute.
B Pryor says, I remember that school year, bro. I didn't know. Hey, man, you know, we kept it on the inside. It was the 80s, my nigga.
You know, I didn't go through a lot of that.
Expression wasn't allowed.
It was later for me.
We just had, that's why we played football a lot, B. Just nigga had to run that energy off.
Mr. Islam, Nazi Islam says Clinton apologized, and that's all we got. So I think that these white people that are, they if you look at the January 6th Commission and why they're trying to prove something, white people on a whole, white Americans, white Canadians don't know what accountability means. They are not about accountability, and they're not going to. In accountability, of course, a check should come. In accountability, of course, you should give their land back. But they just not. They don't have that moral center. They talk about us wanting to be moral, and they're never moral. So I don't think it's gonna happen. And I see what you're saying. It check should come with it. Yeah, man. You know what's that? And I seen an elephant fly. That shit ain't happening, bro.
Carolina Boss says, yeah, my 3rd to 12th grade year, 12th grade was stressful. Then I graduated and life was stressful. I just learned how to cope maybe 12 years ago and left the thug life. Brothers, let's always check in with each other. Brothers and sisters, let's always check in with each other because, you know, we never really know what's going on at home, especially when we're growing up. And then I think what Carolina Boss just expressed is that we carry that throughout the years if we don't deal with it properly. And that ties into that's on the micro level for each individual, but on the macro level, the larger level, Pope Francis is bringing up a whole other thing where the Western Hemisphere has not dealt with their rape, genocide, and hegemonic domination of indigenous populations, as well as the enslavement of African populations and what that's done to their descendants of those populations and the need for reparations for those populations.
Well, hey,
and if I could say one more word that ends with Asians, I'm gonna be like, where my Haitians?
Where's my Haitians?
Take over this nation.
And what about my Blayations?
For the sake of libations.
Oh, exactly. Yeah. And straight Haitians. And I want to say something. You want to say all your little talk. I hear everybody. I hear your fucking little talk. This guy, Black Pedro. And you know what? You're asking for all that. I want to say this through your fucking face. Hey, good luck with that. This fucking nigga thinks we're gonna give him
sue me. Yeah,
we're gonna give you the fucking money back. Are you out of your fucking mind?
Hey, come here, Pedro. Tell him what you want. Reparations.
You fucking guy. He wants reparations. Yeah, you know you can reparate this cock. You son of a fucking monkey.
You fucking hump.
All right, so look, I don't want anybody to think again that because what we're saying and how we're being sarcastic, that we back the big lie. I just wanted to say no
exactly. We're gonna get flagged.
I'm gonna make sure they know that shit. You're gonna flag us for something else.
The pro mob.
But you ain't gonna flag us for that. Maybe you can flag the murder thing that Pedro said, but because it's like, yeah, man, as soon as he hit my mom's, I thought I'm gonna have to bury this nigga in the basement. So and that's wild. He's 80 years old. You could really do damage if you get him now. Switch his pills. You switch his pills.
But I think as entities like Pope Francis come out more and more. Well, I don't know if this is happening more and more, but this should be You know, if we're building a case for reparations,
this should be in there.
When you have the leader of the Catholic Church, which is basically the head of Christianity, apologizing for what they did to natives in Canada specifically, which applies to every other part of Northern America and South America. I think we're talking about, you know, a culpability that can't be ignored. You know, they owe us. He said it, whether he said it or not, but he said what he said. We know he's wrong. I mean, well, you know, we know he's right, and what was done was wrong. Where show me the money. Fuck your apologies. Thoughts and prayers don't mean shit. Send a check, Pope. You got
Cut
money,
the check.
dog.
What was that? And what's the guy that played Falcon? They showed the back of it. Every time he
Anthony Mackie.
Anthony Mackie. Every time he finishes a scene in Avengers, there's some stuff they showed behind the scenes. Every time he gets a scene right, he goes, "Cut the check." And that's right. That's what I think.
Send me my shit.
Send me my shit. Okay. And I see,
right.
Okay, we got to move on, but let me see this last thing. Little Miss Ever.
They don't make enough to file. Oh, wait. Oh, you got to go back to her previous comment before that. You got to, Shang, you got to read the whole comment before you put it up. Because, like, Miss Ever be on a whole, like, by the time you jump onto her last comment, it's linked to 7 other comments. So it's like, she says, right now there is a margin of people who are unable to collect stimulus checks because they don't qualify to pay taxes because they collect social security, but they still work. And then she says they don't make enough to file taxes, but the government won't send them stimulus checks. And their answer to why they won't get a stimulus check is, oh, well, we don't have an answer for you. Which actually, I'm glad we touched on that, leads me to our next thing and our next step as we move on through this show, because we do have to wrap it up, guys. I can't sit here all day. I wish I could. I just can't.
I know I had nothing to do. I can't.
But Miss Adverb, we're going to continue what you just brought up, a little something like this.
Hey. It's your boy Black Pedro, popping in. Hey. With another poppin' to let you know what's poppin'.
Hey.
Wait a minute. He's still going in. Pope Francis and the Pedophiles will do a hip hop song titled "My Mouth, Your." What?
My mouth, your balls, dog. That's what that is.
Wow.
All right, man. It's your boy Black Pedro with another poppin' to let you know what's poppin'. All right, we're gonna change this banner right quick. I got that. There's no place like homeless. Los Angeles, California. That's where I live. That's where Shang lives.
LA.
One of the most hard-hit cities with homelessness. It's a very expensive city to live. It's being gentrified all over the place.
10 cities everywhere.
10 cities, but also extremely unaffordable housing is being built everywhere in Los Angeles. During as a part of the American Rescue Act, which
we talked about that in the car, right?
Yeah, which was passed last year, March of 2021. Money was set aside for cities to create vouchers to allow people to get into affordable housing, which would have otherwise been unaffordable. At this point in LA, let me see if I can find the actual numbers. So I'm going to put this, I'm going to read this to you. This is coming from the Los Angeles Times. As of Thursday, only 196 emergency vouchers had been leased out in the city of Los Angeles, meaning that people have used them to move into homes whose landlords have received initial payments from the housing authority. That's about 5.8% of the vouchers that the city received from HUD, the Housing and Urban Development.
That's run by, is that run by Sleepy?
No, that was under
yeah.
under Trumpy Dumpy.
Ben Carson.
Ben Carson is not the head of that anymore.
Good.
But essentially, there were 3,300 vouchers passed out to homeless people. And about 5% of those have been used in Los Angeles. So I'm talking to you specifically today about the situation in Los Angeles. And like Shang said, there are tent cities everywhere, man. We were riding around yesterday and coming back from the west side.
Yeah, from Venice. There's a ton.
Under these overpasses and whatnot. Like, there are these unbelievable living conditions that are happening in LA. Like, if not the most, one of the most affluent cities in America. We literally live in the largest county or the most populated county in America, right? I think we're the second largest city, LA. Yep. And if you ever come here, if you haven't been here, I can show you things that will make you shit your pants in terms of the way people are living. The way that people are living across the street from Beverly Hills properties that will outvalue Arkansas.
Right. But
so what I'm saying is the city of Los Angeles, along with other communities around the country, they're blowing it, bro. Like, they are not passing out the money that they're supposed to, that has been set aside. So, like, you have people who, what's this woman's name? Yolanda Robbins. Bro, she's been living on Skid Row in LA. So if you can think about what skid marks are in your underwear, that's what Skid Row is to LA. It's a shit stain, right? It's this area of LA in downtown where thousands of homeless people live in tents on
not hundreds.
Thousands, nigga, within like a few blocks. Like, it will fuck, bro. It will fuck your head up. It's a scene from The Walking Dead. You're not ready for it. Right?
And I took my son down there to show him how privileged he was and the hard work that it takes it to. I drove him through there, and I got out the car with him and walked around a little bit to show him this could be your situation. And these people are, a lot of them have mental illness too. You got to think, because the mental.
So yeah,
they kind of just put them out. They put
the
them
mental
out.
health issue is real.
It's part of it. It's part of it for sure.
But somebody like Yolanda Robbins, who is not, a drug addict or anything, like, she's just been on the run in her life since she was 19. You gotta understand, there are women out there who are just like running from predators, running from human traffickers, just never had any protection in life, never had anybody really taking care of them.
They're running from
they ended up on the streets. Yeah, exactly. From Cold Silly and fucking My Alter Ego, the motherfuckers, all the trolls on those are the people chasing these women around the streets. But Yolanda in particular, and she's not unique in this sense, but she's been for 3 decades, she's lived on Skid Row.
This ain't Yolanda.
Now, could you imagine? Yeah, but could you imagine living in a tent on the streets in downtown Los Angeles, where there are billions and trillions of dollars just flowing around you, and you can't get none of it? Well, the government comes up with this program, passes out vouchers, and then
doesn't give them to you.
The city of LA, well, they give them to you, but they don't respond. Like, this woman Yolanda waited for months and months and months for the city to respond, and then they're like, "Oh, your application was incomplete. You didn't sign here. You didn't cross this T. You didn't dot this." Motherfucker, you know they're homeless.
Well, I again,
like, cross the T, dot the I, get these people in buildings. I want to know where the fuck the money is going.
Okay, so we were talking about this recently. People on feet, we went driving and went to hang out, and the fact that Gavin Newsom is actually making some moves. Hopefully, it will be sped up a little bit more for the homeless. But they are putting money together, a substantial amount of money, to get homes but shelters that are for homeless people. And also, I did look into it, help for people who are mentally ill.
Mm-hmm.
And it's where we live at. It's far from where we live at.
So I don't mean to be in the comment section. Miss Adverb is on one, but I'm gonna start with Nazi, who says Skid Row is literally a few blocks from luxurious downtown Los Angeles. Miss Adverb says it's bullshit, just bullshit. There's no excuse for it. And then she says it's people who are owed money by Shang. I do want you to know that you do have a few debts out there, brother. You made a few bets.
All right, I may. You know what?
Some of these people may have banked their, I don't know, life savings.
I said I was going to send pictures of money. I never said I was going to send you money. And you know what? If you want to come test me now, because I'm not giving you money. Okay.
Big one. Breezy JJ says they have money for all these dumbass reality shows, but won't help the homeless. Downright.
Oh, wait a minute. You understand what the military spends on shit they don't use? You know the military
they don't spend on veterans that they do use?
Exactly. They use these people up. They come back, they're all fucked up in the head, but no, we're not going to be able to get you your medical. But we can buy a bolt. And you know what a bolt is. If you don't know what a bolt is, yo. A bolt. Ready? $35,000 for a bolt. And I ain't talking about like a bolt that's special or a bolt.
But it'll last you a year, Shang. So I feel like that's a value.
I think it's a value. And also, some of the stuff that he spent on the military, they don't want to. You got to understand, people purposely do fuck shit for fuck reasons because they're evil.
And all that fuck shit.
It's like they're evil. Everybody knows it, okay? And who's in the position of power of evil right now? Who's the position other than Pedro stealing from little stores that are trying to make a living and eke out a living?
By the way, I got them honey buns, y'all. They're $5 each.
Yeah, I mean, see,
or 2 for $10.
See, Nazi going in. That's the truth. The money goes to the pockets of the greedy, quirky capitalists. The capitalists and also the top 1% don't give a fuck about homeless people.
So you have this thing where they're going back and forth where, like, basically the city is like, oh, well, this person didn't fill out their thing right. And the people are like, nigga, I got this organization that filled it out for me and blah, blah, blah. And then when they got pressed, they're like, oh, your application is being processed now. So after much fight, Miss Robbins, her application is being processed, but it's not a just system, right? It's like, it's not on the up and up. They're like, yeah, no, apply for this money. Then you apply for the money. And somebody's like, la 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 la, and then at the deadline, they're like, "Oh, I didn't see your app."
Okay, we're going to show you what it means. All right, Pedro, ask me for the money that you applied for. Go ahead.
Shang, I been a little down on my luck lately, man. I had a couple gigs fall through.
Yeah.
Promoters paid me in chicken. I have a few wings left. I can add those in.
That's nice.
But the reality is, I was able to acquire a voucher from HUD, the Housing and Urban Development Board, and just wanted to apply for one of the apartments that fall under that category.
Okay, what voucher?
No. I like literally, I just slipped it under the window to give it to you.
What thing you slipped under the window?
No, like literally the one you're holding it. It's in your hand.
I'm not. No.
The one that it just went across the screen. No, that one.
No, that's
no. That's literally the voucher I just gave you. I just
That's really
just wanted to see the home that it applies to.
I'm sorry, no home for you, nigger boy. That's when they close the window.
Is that the address? No home for you, nigger boy. Is nigger boy the?
It means
name
no
of the
home.
street?
It means no home for you, nigger boy. No home for you, brown person. That's it. We're too busy giving Europeans tax breaks. Sorry. Apologize. Get away. You smell. Can you get away from my window? Get away from my window.
I can taste your funk. Get away.
Get away from my window.
So that's how that goes down.
It's sad. It's sad, but I'm gonna tell you what's happening. You know what else is really sad? You know what else is wow, y'all really going in today
It's
on the
going down.
feed. It's going down. What the sad part of it is, I'm going to come out with a 10-part series of how to fix everything in the world. I know y'all probably thinking, how narcissistic is that? But there are some things that I think are pretty simple. Stop spending so much money on
Shit we don't
bullshit
need.
and spend it on people. Spend it to help people. That's one of my things that's going to be in my 10-part agenda. But what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna have Pedro, since he's already running for office.
Yeah, in Georgia. I get my
peaches
peaches out in Georgia. Oh yeah.
Yeah. So since he's Pedro's already running for office, I'm gonna help him out to win that election, and then we'll move on to fixing the other 10 things that fix this country that I have the answers for.
Shang, as I pass this to you to close us out, I do want to end with Miss Adverb on this topic. She said, and listen, we clown Miss Adverb because of her violent nature
and her stupidity.
No,
I'm fucking with you, Miss Adverb.
But no, we clown Miss Adverb sometimes. She's our Minister of Defense though, because she is a veteran, right? She has served this country militarily, so we all need to respect that and thank her for that. So she has special insight on this. She said, I shouldn't have to bury my Marines and sailors because they couldn't take the reality of the fact the county they fought for won't repay the debt they owe after they come home again and again. And so we need to recognize that we don't take care of our veterans. A lot of them end up homeless. But the majority of our homeless population is not necessarily veterans, but we're all citizens, whether you're a veteran or not. And those who ended up on the streets, there is no safety net for these people.
Right.
Even when we put money out there for them, it's not being recognized, properly used, or properly distributed.
And this sounds bad for the women. I don't want the women to think I'm being an asshole. But too late. I gave it a shot though. I gave it a shot. Most people that are homeless are men. Most people that are homeless, you don't see a lot of women and children as much homeless here as much as you do men.
But that puts those women and children who are homeless
at risk,
in even greater danger. Yeah, because
so
they're surrounded by a bunch of homeless zombie
help all of them because they feel like, well, man, you can get it together. Fuck you. You know what? You got mental problems. You're a man. Fucking, man up. So that is the truth. I don't see women will say, well, what's that got to do with anything? Well, just as much as they feel like you need a helping hand and reach out to you, they need to do the same shit for homeless men that have problems, that may have lost their job and all kind of bad shit happens to them. I just noticed that is just a fact. Statistically, you can check it. And it seems like people don't give a fuck about homeless men. I don't want to get on my, man, woman shit, but I that's one of the things that threw me. It's like, wait a minute. So, I mean, it's like,
I think another part of it
8-2. That's how
I get it. But even outside of the gender aspect of it, Breezy JJ brings up something important, is that we have working homeless, too many of them. What does that mean? It's like homeless people who have a job that doesn't pay for their life, but they continue to show up at that job and they are homeless. They might be serving you food or bagels or whatever. You might encounter these people behind a counter and they don't have some place to live and you do. Could you imagine working every day of your life for 5-6 days a week and still not afford a place to live?
Yeah.
Believe it or not, guys, I've been there. I'm not afraid to tell this to you guys. I've been homeless twice in LA. And part of it was my pride wouldn't let me ask people to crash at their place. But also, sometimes the wages, the money you make, it's just not enough, man.
Right.
I have been homeless in LA on
Pedro,
one time for 13 months, and this is no joke. So when I talk about this shit, I want you to understand that I understand it. I've been homeless for 13 months.
Why do they keep bringing up you stealing from Walmart? No.
Because of them Hostess cupcakes. Okay. Them goddamn donuts that my sister needed so goddamn badly. No, we went back and paid for those though.
Okay, I agree with you, Nazi. It's the nature of capitalism. Jobs don't pay a living wage. But the bottom line is a lot of people that are working that are homeless that are still working. That is part of the plan.
Capitalism, Nazi, was at its best during slavery. That's why America went to war over it, because some states had it and some states didn't. But capitalism, if you can make motherfuckers work for nothing to produce a product that you could sell for something, bro,
you are winning.
Capitalism says make cheap, sell high. That's all.
Okay.
It don't say keep kids out of factory. It doesn't say don't whip Africans. Capitalism simply tells us make cheap, sell high. And that's why I stay high.
You know what else it should be high? Our fucking numbers. So that's why
yeah.
So sick
Speaking
of y'all.
Capitalization.
Speaking of capitalization.
We need to make money off this YouTube. God
yeah, I need y'all to make sure that y'all subscribe to the channel. If you don't subscribe to the channel, what the fuck are we gonna do? What can we do without you? And without you, what can we do? That's what I said. It back forth, boom. But make sure that you do this when you go to the page and click the motherfucking bell. And thumbs up. That's all we ask.
Let's go.
All right. Now, I just want to say also, if you get a chance, this week, actually tomorrow, today is Monday. Tomorrow, I will be at 50 Shades of Funny.
Oh, that's going to be good.
Yeah, 50 Shades of Fun. Well, I said, I'll be there with Yorsi, Candace Thompson, and Robbie Perron will be hosting. Make sure you come out to the show tomorrow night at 8 p.m. at Howard Hughes Cineplex Theaters. And I think
it's a great room, man. It's called the oh man, it used to be, what they call it now?
Cineplex or some shit.
I think it used to be called the Bridge or some shit.
Yeah. So it's the 1 year anniversary, Howard Hughes Theater, Theater 17. Make sure you come out to the show tomorrow night, and make sure you follow at Black Still Honey Bun Pedro.
Hey, oh, sticky fingers.
Hey, Mom, I forgot to pay for it. Sure you did. You klepto.
But hey, my mother was not like, well, fuck it, that's ours. No, we made a U-turn, went back, went inside, we paid for our shit.
That's the story you tell.
Reparations, nigga. We gave that store reparations.
He went
America,
back to the
you owe us.
store and he took more shit. Like,
I was like, I forgot to pay for these.
I forgot something else, bitch. Get behind the counter.
Look at this hand while I'm standing with this one.
Yeah, it's like he went back.
Now, man, we rectified that situation.
Okay,
as America and the Pope needs
bullshit
to.
on that one. No, but make sure you follow at Black.
Miss Adverb says that's my stripper name, Sticky Buns. Whatever.
Well, Black Pedro, and make sure you.
It was actually Sticky Minaj was my name.
Wow. Oh, that made it even worse. You didn't help your cause.
Yeah.
Follow.
I'll lean in.
Shang. Like and subscribe. Hit the subscribe button. If you don't subscribe to the channel, you know what happens? An angel dies. So
or Sticky Bun shows up at your kid's party.
At kid's party
and does the thing.
And still shit.
I do the damn thing.
But also we're gonna be setting up more shows. We're gonna be coming to Arizona. I'm still working on Denver. If you live in Denver, we'll be working at the Improv Comedy Club there, where we'll be doing 2 shows in Tucson, Arizona. And so look out for the live shows. Myself, Pedro, also working at the Comedy Chateau and other gigs we're going to be doing.
Le Chateau du Comedy.
Right. Now, you guys might not agree with what I'm saying with my Shangry, but I say it all the time, and I keep getting mad about it, and I just can't let it go. So that's how it is. Meh. Listen, it's crazy he's talking about homeless. I think some of these Democrats need to be homeless because they're ineffective fucking bullshit. And they stop being so yogurty, you little bitches. Let me tell you something. The Democrats, they see the shit that's going wrong. They see the shit that's going wrong, and they just sit there and they cry like the bitches they are, little bitches. In fact, I should have just said the Democrats are bitches because that's all they do. They cry, they whine, but they don't get shit done when it comes to the big things they can do. You know what? Biden, he could have changed a lot of stuff. You can use executive fucking orders, but nope. And they were too busy trying to be fair instead of playing hardcore just like that. This is the new logo. I don't know if you've seen it, Pedro. This is the new logo for the Democrats, the official seal of the United States Democrat Party. Stop fucking crying and start doing. This is no way to fucking go after a corrupt ass Republican Party. Being soft, yogurty ass, screaming and crying ain't gonna change it. You got to go at him. I don't know why that looks like cum on his face, not tears. Stop with your whining. Stop with your crying. Listen, stop crying and get shit done, Democrats. I'm not trying to sound like a Republican or a right-wing motherfucker, and I'm not trying to say that you're all snowflakes, but you're acting snowflake-ish because you letting these motherfuckers get away with murder. You're letting them get away with redistricting places that you know that you could fucking win, and they're going to win because they made the vote hard for black and brown people who actually save your ass every fucking chance we get, Georgia. So if Pedro don't win down there, what the fuck are we going to do? If Herschel Walker wins, what are we going to do? Okay? So that's on us.
Nigga, if Herschel Walker wins,
it's going to be material. I'm doing a whole special just with Herschel Walker material. We need to be more angry. We need to get more mad. We need to get real Dexter on these bitches. And we need to get out there and make sure that they know that we're not fucking around. Quit being so yodi, you little sensitive ass little Democrat little bitches. Bitch like quality. Bitch rammers. Bitchified. You wear bitch lotion. Y'all put on bitch cologne. Your socks, guess what they are? They made of dead bitches.
Bitch film.
Yeah. We can do. In fact, that's the whole end of the show.
Y'all dipped in potpourri.
Yep.
That's
Democrats.
Like.
Now, if y'all think I'm wrong, look how the Republicans is going at it. They going after it to fucking win. We're going after it to make a point. Make a point. Forget all that policy shit. They're not playing policy. You know what they're playing? They're playing on the heartstrings of little white people that are scared as fuck that the country's being taken. So you got to play on those same heartstrings and show that they little bitch ass bitches.
Little yogurties.
Yogurtarians.
Is that the new party?
Yogurtarians,
my nigga.
Look, see, Nazi, both Republicans and Democrats have the same agenda. Republicans have played the bad cop, and Democrats play the good cop. To a point. But sometimes the bad cop really is the bad cop, Nazi. And that's it. And it's not about
But I see his point, though.
Yeah.
I do see your point. Because, like, the Democrats, they're not, they're trying to stay in this middle ground place. That's why I'm like, AOC, like the squad.
Yeah.
They just need to break off. All those liberals, they just need to break off into their own party. Like, they really do. Because, like, it doesn't fit with the Democratic format
moderates
because or the platform, because the Democrats, like those moderate like old ass Democrats, they still want to reach across the aisle. They want to stay
Manchin,
they want to find some middle with these fascist ass Republicans. And I'm like, well, that makes you a fascist ass Republican, dog. We don't do that anymore.
And by the way, I'm letting everybody know. I didn't know Pedro didn't know this either. I
never know shit.
Well, I didn't know you.
I'm like, Shane, tell me what time. I'll show up.
I didn't know you was running for office. I think he kept it. So I think he kept it to himself. By the way,
my Stetson is in the fucking closet.
Okay, I'm just saying he didn't let us know. But I'm going to be doing a celebrity boxing tournament. Actually, with Joe Manchin's the first person I'll be fighting. That's going to be September, I think, 3rd. So,
the heavyweight bout, which you need to actually gain weight for, will be with Marjorie Taylor Greene, right?
Right. Well, no, I'm not even thinking about fighting.
No, bro. You gotta wait up for that, dog. You gotta.
Yeah, man. I'm not.
We gotta take you to the Russian woods and let you run through the winter.
Bears and shit before I fight Marjorie
like,
Taylor, thick neck Green.
Ready?
I'm not. She's a little bit above my. I'm gonna have to get a real fighter for her, or put her in there with another gorilla. Because she's a gorilla. Yo, I saw a picture from the side of her, and I bullshit you not. The muscle on her neck, it looked like I thought it was a hunchback. I'm like, no, that bitch.
I'm like, muscle. What machine at the gym do you use to get that? And then you realize it's just from swinging from trees.
That's
like
all it is.
Literally just like pulling yourself up on branches all day.
Marjorie Taylor Greene. But I will be fighting Joe Manchin September 3rd. It's all, and the money goes for the candidate that's actually going against Manchin if I win. So I think that's going to be pretty good. So I hope that y'all can tune in. We're going to have it on pay-per-view, and also it'll be streaming live on Savage AF while I'm beating Joe Manchin's ass.
That's it. That's it. Nazi, I will not be starting the new political party, dog. Like
I will.
Nobody should be like, I just want to be.
No, there's no way.
I want to be part of the Black Ops shit. You know what I mean? Like
Pedro would lose.
Pedro Ops. Like,
I'm gonna tell you why Pedro would lose in an election. Because his opponent would bring up, remember that time you stole the buns, the honey buns? I was a little kid. It doesn't matter.
I would lose because I would show up to the debate like, nigga, let's talk real tonight. I don't want to hear none of that bullshit.
You're not allowed to drink. Somebody, please get him off the stage. You're not allowed to drink.
I'd be the nigga with a flask and this thing like, first of all, Joe Manchin suck my dick.
You're not allowed to say that.
Too late.
Too late.
Black Pedro is going to. No, I'm not starting a new revolution, dog.
Wow. Why did
Miss Avram? First of all, he did not stab a dog.
I didn't stab a dog.
It was a stick beating. A good old
fashioned. It wasn't a stick beating.
Bush stick beating. The boy took bamboo and beat him upon head.
Bossing.
Lashes upon back.
TikTok his brain,
My figuan. For wine up funny. Like, no, it wasn't. Yeah. There was no knife involved. I don't want to make this sound crazy.
The impact to his heart. All right, but aside from that, we're making it worse. Savage AF, check this out. We're gonna be back tomorrow. We'll start the day tomorrow at
3 p.m.
Pacific
Standard Time. We'll be here for you guys. Until then, guys, I need you to stay. I know it's a catchphrase now, but stay woke. Okay,
stay woke.
Don't sleep on this shit.
Yeah,
they trying to tranquilize us. Don't do it.
And my word is buy more guns. Black people, buy more guns. Get as many guns as possible.
Yosemite Sound, man.
Yeah. Somebody that's Caucasian from the
Phenom Brown. How you just chiming in now with a bunch of emojis and laughs, girl? You late. Come on through. Hey, we're back here tomorrow, 3 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Savage AF. Fuck your feelings. Facts matter. Black Pedro. Comedian Shang. Let's go, y'all.
I don't know what to do with my hands. Oh, click. That.